I have to say, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna take medicine. First of all, I don't like taking medicine because I don't know all the side effects to any medicine out there, vaccine or not. I don't know what you're putting in there, especially since they have generic drugs and this, that, and the other. Now, I also have to look at the fact that COVID is not new, and people need to understand that COVID is not new. It's been around for the longest time. Um, if you look at a lot of your home cleaners and disinfectants, if you look at all the things that it that they kill, COVID is on there, HIV/AIDS is on there, um, uh, SARS is on there. A lot of the illnesses that have been big pandemics or whatever have been on these products for years. So you have to think a lot of these vaccines have been in production for years. So regardless of what you think about it, it's not that they come out that fast. We also people take into consideration that there's a lot of man-made illnesses out there, blah blah blah. I get it, but if it's going to prolong my life and it's going to afford me the ability to move freely when I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna take it. Am I jumping in the front of the line to take it? No, I'm not. Um, but I'm not anti-vaccine, and I feel like if it's if it has more of a potential to help me than hurt me, I'm gonna take it. That's how I feel about
Well, my thoughts are this, right? Keep in mind, people, I'm from Alabama. Tuskegee. Tuskegee was a prime example for the people from Alabama. If they give it to them on purpose, purposely, it just gives you something to think about, right? So I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, no, don't take it. I would never do that in a million years. You do what you feel is best for you. As far as where I stand, uh, um, I'm waiting. I'll put it to you like that.
it.
I
He
am.
ain't say no. He said he's waiting.
I'm waiting. So again, put two and two together. I'm sure you'll figure that one out.
Oh
But
man.
I just, in good conscience, of knowing how certain people on this planet get down and what extent they'll go through to make sure that their agendas are taken care of. I just will put it to you like this: I reserve my opinion for that, and that's how I'll leave it because I realize I have a voice here, I have a platform here, and I would never ever again tell any of our viewers to not take the vaccine. What I will say is think for yourself. If it uh, is on you to take it, then take it. If it's on you not to take it, then don't take it. Just that simple. So your destiny is in your own hands, and that's how I'll leave it.
It's funny. Um, Not hee hee ha ha funny, but it's funny that a lot of people I know, and I can understand your stance on it being from Alabama. Um, but it's funny that a lot of people look at Tuskegee as the measuring stick for, especially for us, and I'll say us as in you know blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, or whatever the case may be, people of color. Um, it's very ironic that we use Tuskegee as the measuring stick for us, particularly not taking vaccines and stuff like that. But you also have to take into consideration that that didn't only happen to us. Um, it's prominent and popular for us to look at Tuskegee as, you know what, they do this to us, so they're always going to do that to us. Um, the military, particularly, has experimented on more than just us. Um, the medical field has experimented on more than just us. Um, you have to look at the fact that they didn't test LSD on just us. Um, right where I live right outside of Edgewood Arsenal, which is part of Aberdeen Proving Grounds, and this was a place where they tested a lot of the chemical agents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't solely test that on us. You know, LSD is one of those things that they had out here. Um, Mustard gas is one of those things that they had out here. Um, and then another thing that I want to bring up, I don't know if anybody has heard of um, Bikini Atoll. It's uh, it's a group of islands in the Pacific Ocean where a lot of the natives from that country, they probably I did a report on this when I was at school last year at Mill Army School. They did nuclear tests out there with nuclear weapons above and below the ocean to test the effects of nuclear weapons on ships. Uh, back then the military was very segregated, so it wasn't a lot of us who was out there. It was a lot of them out there, and a lot of them out there at that time we did not have the the protection type of equipment that we have now. So a lot of them went out there and were affected by radiation. So I say all of that to say I agree with you. You make the decision for yourself on whether or not that you get vaccinated or not. But keep in mind that um, if you take any type of medicine, any type, if you go to the doctor for any type of procedure, you don't know what you're getting. If you take anything over the counter, you don't necessarily know what you're getting. So, yes, make the best choice that you can make for yourself. Make the best choice that you make for yourself. And I guess that's all I can say. I can't even say anything more than that. But again, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be the first in line to take it. Do I worry? Yes, I worry. I worry when I take vitamins. I worry when I have to take over the counters. I worry with every prescription. I worry with everything because I don't trust it. There's so many commercials out there with a pill that can help with this and give you 20 side effects. And that is my point when I say that. So yeah, I'm taking it. Everybody else, you do what you gotta do. Um, you know, hey, and if you don't want to take the vaccine, do everything within your means and within your power and within your level of intelligence and comprehension to take care of your health. Um,
Definitely.
Natural is always the best, um, and that even boils down to what you put in your body on a daily basis. Keep in mind that has an effect on your health. That's why people are running around here with hypertension, diabetes, uh, and all kind of stuff because of the things that we put in our body on a regular basis. And when you think of Tuskegee, when you think of internment camps in Nazi Germany, when you think of nuclear weapon testing and chemical agent testing, keep in mind everything that you put in your body is a test. It is a test. A lot of this stuff that we consume, we were not meant to be consuming. So you go out there and eat that bag of chips. that Snickers, them gummy bears, that soda, this, that, and the other, keep in mind it's made in a lab.
Yes,
And
sir.
when it comes to that, uh, I guess that's it. Yeah, and and since I said that, going back to self care, definitely keep in mind what you put in your body, because a lot of people are getting ailments like high blood pressure and stuff like that because of the things that they're eating because of this pandemic. They're not exercising, they're just eating whatever. They're not taking care of themselves. So, on those 2 points, as far as the vaccine and self-care, physical and emotional things, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you look out for yourself, because that is what's going to bring you out better on the back end of this whole thing.
Yes, sir.
And that's the best thing that I could say. I'm definitely going to, take these words to heart and do better with myself as far as my, physical exercise and stuff like that. Mentally, I'm pretty good. I don't stress. Well, I try not to. I do remind myself that I can only do whatever's in within my means. Everything else outside of that, I tell everybody all the time, I have a good prescription of fuck it pills. Like, I have a good prescription of fuck it
Oh,
pills.
that's a good one. I gotta remember that one.
And I've been taking them jokers for years, because people be like, "Oh, you so nonchalant, blah blah blah." I was like, "Fuck it." Like, I mean, what can I do? I got two choices. Either I can stress, or I can say fuck it, or I can, hey, find a way to make it happen. And most of the times, I find a way to make it happen, or say fuck it, because, hey, I got time for stress.
No, man. No. I totally agree with you on that stress tip, man. Stress is one of the most destructive things we can allow our bodies and our minds to take part in. So I really can't add anything more onto what King has already said. Again, just take care of yourself the best way you can.
And make the decision that you can live with,
Yes, sir.
regardless of what they are and what they're pertaining to.
Uh-huh. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who's in charge of what goes into your body.
And
Please believe it.
you are in control of your life. Period.
Yes, sir.
Nobody controls your life, not even COVID.
Nope.
Mm.
So once again, we want to thank everyone for joining in with us as we bring you another episode of the King and I Life podcast.
Yes, I think that was a pretty good discussion, man.
Definitely,
I didn't
definitely.
think it was gonna go that long, but it was a good discussion.
No, because we actually had this one in the bag for a minute and we kept dancing around it. And tonight just happened to be the night where we felt, hey, you know what? Let's pull it out and let's go ahead and give it a whirl.
But yeah, everybody out there, man, just take care of yourself, man. Don't let this pandemic kick you down. I know one thing that I forgot to mention. I know it's a lot of people out there using the pandemic as an excuse not to do things.
Yep.
It's a female friend of mine that I talk to here and there. She's complaining about, oh, it's hard dating. I don't want to go out because of COVID. And I be looking at her. She be sending me pictures of her going here, there, and everywhere. I'm like, you full of shit. Like, out of here. But yeah. Find us on whatever podcast platform that you listen to, whether it's Google, Apple, Breaker, Spotify, iHeart, uh, whatever. I'm only saying that because we on them. We are worldwide. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're gonna be live, February 17th with Sweat Artiste, young man that's out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Good music. Go look him up. But other than that, stay tuned for the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hit us up, kingandi369 at gmail.com. And Hey, we out.
Peace.